According to what the nations here in the East say, things of China are made out to be great, riches, pomp and state in both the land and the people, and other tales which it would be easier to believe as true of our Portugal than of China. China is a large country with beautiful horses and mules, they say, and in large numbers. The king of China is a heathen, with much land and many people. The people of China are white as we are. Most of them wear black cotton cloth, and they wear scions of this in 5 pieces with gores, as we do, only different that in a manner that they are very white. In the winter they wear felt on their legs by way of socks, and on the top well-made boots which do not reach above the knee, and they wear their clothes lined with lambskin and other furs. Some of them wear pelisses. They wear round silk net caps like the black sieves we have in Portugal. They are rather like Germans. They have 30 or 40 hairs on their beards. They wear very well-made French shoes with square toes. All the Chinese eat pigs, cows and all other kinds of animals. They drink a fair amount of all sorts of beverages, and they praise our wine greatly, and easily get very drunk. They are weak people of small account. Those who are to be seen in Malacca are not very truthful and steal, those of course being of the common folk. They eat with 2 sticks and the earthenware or china bowl on their left hand close to their mouth, using 2 sticks to suck in the food. This is the Chinese way. The women look like Spanish women. They wear plaited Chinese skirts with waistbands and little loose coats longer than in our country. Their long hair is rolled in a graceful way on the top of their heads, and they put many gold pins in it to hold it. And those who have them put precious stones around and golden jewelry on the crown of their heads and ears, and on their necks. They put a great deal of white lead on their faces, and paint on the top of it, and they are so made up that the women of Seville have no advantage over them, and they drink like women from a cold country. They wear pointed slippers of silk and brocade. They all carry fans in their hands. They are white as we are, and some of them have small eyes, while other ones have them large, and noses as they must be. China has many cities and fortresses, all from masonry. The city where the king lives is called Canberra, which is also called Beijing. These cities are inland, far from the Canton region. It has many inhabitants and many nobles with innumerable horses. The king is never seen by the people or the grandees, except by very few people, because that is the custom. They say he has countless mules, as if it were in our country. The king of Champa, the king of Cochin China, the king of Ryukyu, the king of Japan, the king of Java, the king of Siam, the king of Passe, and the king of Malacca, all of these send their ambassadors with the seal of China to the king every 5 years and every 10 years. Each one sends him the best there is in his country of what he knows they like there. These ambassadors can enter and leave China. When these ambassadors go to the king, they do not see anything but the vague shape of his body behind the curtain, and he answers from there, and 7 scribes write down the words as he says them. The Mandarin officials sign this without the king's touching it nor being seen, and they return. And if they take a present of 1,000, he presents them with double, and the ambassadors leave everything there as bribes and go away without seeing the face or the person of the king. This is the truth, and not, as they used to say, that 4 men were seated in view and that they talked to all of them without knowing which one was the king. The kings of China do not succeed from father to son or nephew, but by election in the council of the old kingdom. It always takes place in the city of Canberra, where the king resides, and the Mandarin who is approved by them becomes the new king. No Chinese may set out in the direction of Siam, Java, Malacca, Passe, or beyond, without permission from the realm's governors in Canton, and they charge so much for signing the license to go and come back that they cannot afford it and do not sail to go. And if any stranger is in the land of China, he may not leave without a license from the king, and for this license, if he is rich, he is reduced to nothing. And if any junk or ship passes beyond the bounds allotted to it for anchorage, its goods are confiscated for the king, and the people are put to death for it. Not to rob any country of its glory, but it certainly seems that China is an important, good, and very wealthy country, and the governor of Malacca would not need as much force as they say in order to bring it under our rule, because the people are very weak and easy to overcome. And the principal people who have often been there affirm that with 10 ships, the governor of India, who took Malacca, could take the whole of China along the seacoast. China is 20 days sail distant for our ships. We can leave here at the end of June for a good voyage, and with a monsoon wind, they can go and reach it in 15 days.